Hi everyone, I'm Miss Cara from the Clermont County Public Library, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Who out there likes dogs? Me too. That's why I'm so excited to share some dog books with you today, and we're going to have a real live dog who's going to listen to a story with you. His name is Finnegan, and he's a Pomeranian who's participated in our Barks and Books programs at the library for years with his handler Amy, and they're going to share a story with you in a little bit. But first, we're going to look at some great dog books that I think you'll want to check out. So you can go to our website or ask a librarian for help or even just call us, and we will help you get some of these books. So the first one I think everyone's going to be excited about. It's the newest Dogman book by Dave Pilkey. It's called Grime and Punishment. And it's about Dogman making the mayor mad. He's getting in trouble for digging. But the Super Buddies have some ideas. They have a plan that's going to help Dogman. So if you want to find out more, you can get on the waiting list for the newest Dogman book by calling us or coming in or going to our website. And we'd be happy to help you with that. So there's Dogman. Next, there's a dog called Bob. And he is part of the one and only Ivan series. So some of you might know that book. It's one of my favorite books that came out recently. It's about a gorilla who's rescued from a roadside mall. And you will remember Bob from the story. And this is his own book called The One and Only Bob by Catherine Applegate. And in this one, Bob is going to visit his friend Ivan the gorilla. So he's going to the zoo where Ivan now lives. But there's a hurricane that rips through the zoo and lets all kinds of animals loose. So it's chaos, and Bob is trying to help rescue his friends. So this book is action-packed, and you find out a surprise rescue at the end. So somebody Bob wasn't expecting. So if you love dogs and if you love lots of action, The One and Only Bob is for you. Our next book, if you're just starting chapter books, you'd probably like the King and Kayla series. So King is the dog and Kayla is the girl, and King tells the story. He's the narrator. That means that he tells us everything that's going on. So not only does he tell us about all the mysteries that are happening, but he also tells us about all of his favorite smells and chasing the neighborhood cat. So you get to hear everything from the way that a dog would tell the story. This one is called King and Kayla and the Case of the Lost Tooth by Dory Hillstead Butler. And in this story, Kayla loses a tooth at school, so she gets to bring home the class tooth fairy pillow. But when she gets home, the tooth isn't in there. And everybody knows you need the tooth for the tooth fairy to come. So King and Kayla are investigating the mystery of what happened to the tooth. So if you want to find out more, check out King and Kayla and the Case of the Lost Tooth. And there are quite a few King and Kayla books, so if you like them, you can read some more. And then if you like picture books, I would definitely recommend the Zorro and Mr. Bud series by Carter Goodrich. This first one is called Say Hello to Zorro. So Zorro is the little dog here, and Mr. Bud is the big dog. And Mr. Bud in this book, when it starts out, he is the only dog in the house. So he's really happy. He has all his toys to himself. He can do his own schedule, and he likes it that way. But then Zorro shows up, and he has to try to figure out how to share everything. But they become best friends in the end. So they have other books about their adventures, and the one that Miss Amy is going to read to Finnegan and you today is called Mr. Bud, Where's the Cone? So I hope you enjoy this story and enjoy learning about Finnegan. Take it away, Finnegan and Amy.
Hi children, my name's Amy and this is Finnegan, my therapy pet, who is a registered therapy pet with Pet Partners. And many of you may have seen Finn, that's right, with the Barks and Books program that we have done at the Batavia Branch Library and the Amelia Branch Library with Miss Cara and Mr. Ross. It's a lot of fun and we really miss everybody very, very much. But we are going to read today, I'm going to read to Finn today, Mr. Bud, Where's the Cone? Mr. Bud, Where's the Cone? Because he does like books about, and we're going to read today. We're going to read Yes, because he likes books about dogs. So that's what we're going to do, and I'll show you the pictures as we go ahead, and then I'll share with you a little bit about Finn and what he's about. Mr. Bud had a bad hot spot. He chewed and licked it all night. So Mr. Bud did have a hot spot, and it hurt him. Oh, let me see. Quiet, Zorro. Give me a biscuit, then take me on a walk. In the morning, the hot spot was worse. This ointment will make it better. Quiet, Zorro, quiet. I want biscuit, then a walk. I want biscuit, then a walk. See, Zorro is the other dog, and Zorro really wants to go on a walk. You see that? You see that? Yeah. Sorry, guy, it's no fun, I know. Mr. Bud was getting all the attention, and the schedule was all messed up. Look there, Zorro, isn't that funny? He wants to go on his walk, and he really can't or he wants to, but he's upset that the schedule isn't the same. After their walk, it was time for the cone. He tried to get it off, but it wouldn't budge. Get it off me, get it off me. Then Zorro tried to get it off him, but it was stuck tight. Hold still, hold still. See, they're working together, trying to get that darn cone off. After a while, Zorro lost interest. See, he's looking for treats. He said, I've had enough of this. I'm looking for treats. He found the biscuits and ate as many as he could. Look at that, Finny. Finny, look. Look at that. Isn't that funny? That's so funny. But Mr. Bud couldn't reach the biscuits. And when he tried to drink, he spilled his water dish. When they played, the cone made it hard for Mr. Bud to see. He says, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. So you can't really see where he's going. Zorro thought it was funny and teased Mr. Bud. Look at him, running around, teasing Mr. Bud. That's not very nice, is it? Then he got into Mr. Bud's toys. Oh, he got into Mr. Bud's toys. Can you believe that? See? Did you see that? Okay. But when Mr. Bud tried to get his mouse back, the cone knocked something over. Ooh. Mr. Bud is trying to get one of the toys that Zorro took, trying to get that back, and something's going to get knocked over. And it broke. Now you did it. Now you did it, said Zorro. Mr. Bud felt so bad he didn't join Zorro didn't join Zorro for wait and watch time, or for greet and make a fuss time. Hey, Zorro, look what Mr. Bud did. Look what Mr. Bud did. Uh-oh. See, Zorro's kind of laughing because he knows that there's been a breakage. They've broken something. But Mr. Bud didn't get in trouble after all. Poor guy, it's hard to see with this thing on, isn't it? See, they know. He has good dog mom and dad. They know it's hard. Looks to me like somebody got into the biscuits, Zorro. In fact, Mr. Bud got his own special treat. Look at that. That looks like a big biscuit. But he shared it with Zorro anyway. Everything was back to normal. Look at that. They're friends. And that was the end of the cone. For now. So that is our story about Mr. Bud Wears the Cone. Now, Finny has turned around here, and I'm not sure why. I think he wants to look at what's going on back here, but I'll tell you about him anyways. He is 9 years old. He is a Pomeranian. He has been a registered Pet Partners therapy pet since 2012. Really, when he was about 2 years, year and a half old or so, we got him registered to do that. He loves going to Ronald McDonald House. He also likes, he's been to some nursing homes. He loves doing the reading programs at the library at Barks and Books. And I would have him do a trick or something here for you, but it looks like he doesn't really want to that much. So I would turn him around here, but he's also participated with Barks and Books in the evenings, in the wintertime there with you all, and really enjoys that when the kids were singing and playing games and had tambourines. He enjoyed that very much as well. He's got a good temperament and enjoys it. He really, if I say, "Where's the children? You want to go see the children?" That got his attention because he knows he really loves you all and loves seeing you all. We'll see him later. Okay? Later. So for now, I'm Amy and Finn. Have a great summer and a great start to school. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that great book, Finn and Amy. I hope everyone enjoyed the story and learning about Finnegan. And I hope that you'll check out some of these great books that I talked about today. So if you're interested, you can come into the library, check out our website, or call us for help. And even if you don't like dog books, we always have more books to recommend. So just ask a librarian. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you at the library really soon. Bye!